Now what you're going to do is you're going to come to the jigsaw, usually, and that are set up for this, and then and in my room usually that would be the green one and the one to the right of the green one, and then you'll put this in there. A lot of times this won't fit, so you just tilt it up a little bit, tilt it up, fit it right under there. So tilt it up, fit it right under there, and then I take it off of my line a tiny bit, about a 1/16 of an inch, reach down, start it, put my hands on both sides. You don't need a push stick for this because your hands are out of the way. And then just keep it on that line. You are allowed to blow very gently on that. You don't want to blow hard because it blows all that sawdust in the air and I get to breathe it all day long. So then I cut that. It's a nice straight line there. And I take the X and I keep this one, right? And I keep with the, but I take the one, not with the X on the end, but the one that I just X'd to know I'm not going to use that. Put it in the recycling bin beside the table. Some of you may have shorter ones that you started with. If that's the case, then you will need a push stick, and you simply, so it's all good. Make sure that you can see why you would need to use that push stick there. You aren't going to do it with your hand here. You've got to use a push stick if you have a shorter piece. Okay, now back at the drill press, you'll take this vise, and you can see that this has notches. The vise has notches in it. That's to, and you control it by going in and out. The notches are to hold the corners of your piece like that. And then you want to have it sticking up just slightly. It's about sticking up about a 1/16 of an inch, right, just slightly. And then I'm going to push that in, and I'm going to come down onto the bit, and let's see if I can zoom in. And I'm going to pan up. It doesn't want to focus there. There. So then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to, before I start it, I've tightened it up over on the right hand side, nice and snug. And then I take that needle on the end, or pin end, and I drive it, I push it into there, and then you can see I've got a little hole there, and that's going to help me keep this in line when I start it. When you first start this, you're going to go slow, and then you can get more aggressive. So when I turn on the drill press, I pull out the switch, kind of like you're flipping on a light instead of pushing on the switch on the other machines. Pull it out, and then I go in just nice and easy for the first 1/4 inch or so. Then after that, I can get more aggressive. So I come down all the way down the turn, and then I go up about 1/8 to relieve the pressure, and then down a 1/4 turn, and then a 1/4 turn up, and yes, it is loud and squeaky, and then I go all the way down until I can't go any further. Then I come all the way up, turn it off, and that's that. One thing you don't want to do is come out while it's going and still try to put it in. If you do come all the way out while it's going, then I would suggest you find me so I can help you get it back in and turn it on safely. Don't try to get it back in, because you'll gouge out the end, and it's really a problem later on with the way your pen's going to look and function, etc. So remember that you go down slow at first, and then down a little, about a quarter, and then up a little bit, but not out of the hole, and then down a quarter, and then up a little, about an eighth, and then down a quarter turn. Think about going around the clock 15 minutes. Then all the way, and then up, and off. Once you've glued in your pen, your tube into your pen blank, you'll come over to the sandpaper, and you're going to cut off an inch of sandpaper on each of these. So I cut off this, and then I immediately label it with the label on this. That one means that that's going to be the first sandpaper that I use when I sand my pen. And then I do a 2, and then I do a 3. See if I can get a better pen. And just stack them together. And then I do a 4. Again, just about an inch is good, some plenty. Don't take more because it's wasteful. And then I do a 5. And if you're in a hurry, you can just do all those and then label and keep them in order, and then label them afterwards. It's important that you label them, because if you put them all out together, you can't tell what they are. Okay, now we're ready to glue this on with this super glue, and this super glue will want to stick to you a lot more than it really wants to stick to the tube, so we use this tool, tube insertion tool, and we're going to have it on there. Then you just put 1, 2, 3 lines of glue on there, and then you'll take this and you'll just rotate it as you come up. That rotation will kind of spread the glue out evenly. Then push it through slightly, grab it with your finger and push it back in. It should be, if you did it right, it should be even, close to even on both ends. And then you'll take that, you'll make sure this doesn't go here. We did it over this so we wouldn't get it messed up. Then there'll probably be a paper towel here, and you'll just, if you wouldn't mind, just kind of dabbing the glue off, so I don't have to breathe it when I drill out the thing later with a barrel trimmer. And then we're going to take that, and you're going to put it over here in a special place for your periods, and I'll trim it with the barrel trimmer later.